Because I don't think anyone can argue Caitlin Clark has changed the game. She changed it in college and in the WNBA. We know she broke all those records in college, but what was it about Caitlin that has just garnered so much attention and changed things the way that she has?
You know, Rihanna, obviously she's a basketball player, clearly, as you can see, but she's also an entertainer.
Christine Brennan's bombshell tell-all on Caitlin Clark has skyrocketed to the top of the bestseller list, sending shockwaves through the WNBA. Caitlin Clark and the revolution in women's sports isn't just dominating bookstores. It's ripping the lid off the league's darkest secrets and exposing how they tried to undermine the very superstar who was supposed to save them.
And it seems like every story or excerpt or interview that Christine does turns up the heat a little bit more on what Caitlin Clark's first year in the WNBA looked like and the lack of preparation from the league level to the players to, you know, even logistically. This league was not ready for this phenomenon to take over.
What was meant to be a tribute to Clark's record-shattering rookie season has instead turned into a scathing indictment of the WNBA's broken leadership. Now, the book has league executives scrambling, panic spreading through their offices even faster than Clark's logo threes lit up the internet.
This league is full of drama. Absolute drama. Now, we knew when Christine Brennan, the journalist who wrote the upcoming Caitlin Clark book, the stories emerging from this book is going to light the league on fire. I mean, seriously. We got an altercation between Brennan and Dejanay Carrington. It doesn't even have to do with the eye gouge, which we know Dejanay flipped her wig off over.
When a veteran journalist like Christine Brennan, who's covered 21 Olympics and authored 7 books, chooses to write an unauthorized biography about you, it's proof you've moved beyond sports and become a full-blown cultural phenomenon. But here's what has WNBA executives in full-blown panic. This isn't some puff piece praising Clark's jump shot. It's a hard-hitting expose that lays bare just how disastrously unprepared the league was for the biggest moment in its history.
Christine spoke with somebody from the W who she did not name, and she asked that person, do you know how big this is going to be? And that person responded, yeah, this should be the biggest thing since Maya Moore. Now, Maya Moore is an all-time great player. Maya Moore has never sniffed what Caitlin Clark has meant to the profile of women's basketball. And Christine Brennan was shocked that they would compare it to that.
Brennan's success #1 drives home a truth the WNBA has been running from. Caitlin Clark's influence reaches far beyond the court. Even when she's not playing, she dominates the conversation. While other players can't draw crowds to half-empty arenas, Clark inspires a bestseller that rockets to the top of the charts. This goes beyond basketball. It's about unmatched star power, cultural relevance, and the uncomfortable reality that one player has grown bigger than the league itself.
Caitlin Clark is way more important to the WNBA than Tiger Woods was to men's golf, even though he was huge. And to then see this negativity, like why? And what should have been done? I look seriously at the leadership of the WNBA. And how could you not be prepared for this moment? You've seen it happening in the Big Ten. You've seen it at Iowa. You see these TV ratings. And then what?
Who else in the WNBA can say they've had a book written about them that shoots to the top of the national bestseller list? The answer is simple: nobody. And that's the league's biggest problem. While veteran players gripe about Clark's fame and question whether she's earned the spotlight, the market has already spoken with brutal clarity. Fans aren't scooping up this book just for a feel-good sports tale. They want the unfiltered truth about what really went down during Clark's jump to the pros.
People are doing a really good job promoting it for her. I mean, for the folks who are against the Brennan notion or the promotion, they surely are doing a lot of promoting for her. I mean, Dejanay Carrington.
The book uncovers a stunning moment. The very day after Clark declared for the WNBA draft, she called a top league official to see if they truly understood what was about to happen. Their response? They compared her potential impact to Maya Moore's debut. Maya Moore, seriously? That comparison alone proves just how badly the league miscalculated. Clark wasn't simply another elite draft pick. She was a once-in-a-generation force who had already shattered every college basketball viewership record before even stepping foot in the pros.
And this person said, well, this is probably the biggest thing that happened in the WNBA since Maya Moore. And Maya Moore is a great basketball player and deserved to have the kind of attention that Caitlin Clark is getting, but never got it. The notion that the WNBA wasn't ready for this, couldn't believe that this could happen, I think it set in motion so many of the issues and the conversations we've had about the jealousy and the concern that we see from some of the players, the cheap shot hits, Kennedy Carter last year and Marina Mabry this year, Dana, that it just was the sense that this incredible thing is happening to the WNBA and the league seems completely, utterly unprepared for
If you're
it.
enjoying this, make sure to subscribe. And here's the kicker. The book's impact isn't limited to the US. It's putting Clark's global influence on full display, something the WNBA has been desperate to spin in its favor. Fans are traveling from Mexico, Hawaii, and beyond just to watch her play. At a recent Aces game, supporters showed up in Clark jerseys, proudly explaining that she was the reason they started following women's basketball. One fan from Hawaii even told reporters, "I flew here just to see Caitlin Clark. I started out with her, but she's opened my eyes to the rest of the league too."
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Beautiful McCoy. This is GT. Look, I just met a young fan right here who traveled over 852 miles in CCC. We go make sure to get this box checked off, all right? So y'all stay locked in, all right? Let's get it.
And that's the very reason the WNBA is in full-blown panic mode. Clark's following isn't just made up of American basketball diehards, it's an international community of fans who found the sport through her. Their loyalty isn't to the league, it's to Clark herself. The proof is undeniable. When she's sidelined, ticket prices crash by nearly 70% in just 2 days. But when she's healthy, arenas scramble to expand. The Mystics abandoned their 4,200-seat gym to host Clark in the 20,000-seat Capital One Arena. The Aces shifted their matchup to T-Mobile Arena for the same reason. Thousands of extra fans wanted to see Clark take on Aya Wilson. These aren't generic WNBA supporters. They're Clark fans first, basketball fans second.
We're going on vacation to Las Vegas, and we are going to go see Caitlin Clark at the Indiana Fever against the Aces.
No way!
We already have tickets. Really?
Thank you! Thank you!
Caitlin Clark, once in a lifetime opportunity.
Thank you guys!
While other WNBA players scramble for social media followers and beg for scraps of mainstream coverage, Clark is getting the kind of treatment usually reserved for global icons. Scribner, a division of Simon & Schuster, didn't just publish this book. They're pushing it like the cultural landmark it is. Packed with in-depth interviews and exclusive behind-the-scenes reporting, it offers access veteran journalists almost never get for unauthorized biographies. Brennan even spent 6 straight weeks on the road covering Clark's rookie season, a pitch she convinced her editor to greenlight because she understood the once-in-a-generation magnitude of what was unfolding.